Yo, what is up, Box Critters fans? This is Juke from the Box Critters Guild. So, as most of you guys know, a new winter or Christmas event is coming in Box Critters soon, and this event should be bringing us a light RPG game. So when I say light RPG game, it's going to be a single player card based battle engine. This event was supposed to be out around Christmas time, but it was delayed. So as the forest in Box Critters is now available to explore, even though it is not fully complete or available, I thought now would be a good time to make a video on everything we know about this event and this RPG battle engine, as it is now just right around the corner. Let's first visit and explore the forest very quickly. When the event is fully out, I believe we will be able to enter the forest by going through here where the barrier currently is. I presume once the event starts this barrier will be gone, but for now we just type in the command /join forest into the chat bar. Now this forest room is actually quite big, which is really cool. The way the screen moves with the critter really does allow areas to be a lot bigger than other virtual worlds like Club Penguin. So I'm just going to speed my critter up roaming around the forest as it is quite large. Jonathan from OOMM Games, which is Rocket Snail's board game company, was logged in as the snow greeter yesterday and gave us a little tour of the forest. He mentioned that it is now safe enough to roam around the forest, but for now. So I presume this means once the event starts there will be, monsters located around the forest, because this has been teased on Twitter a few times. Also on the sign in the snow village as well. As you can see, the sign says, "Beware creatures in the forest." Also on Twitter, Rocket Snail posted this: "The team continues to work on monsters for our first Box Critters light RPG game," and then he gave us this image of this cool, kind of purple looking monster. The biggest giveaway of there being monsters scattered around the forest is in a Google Doc that was shared by Rocket Snail that was a Box Critters combat card game draft. I'll go through this in a moment and talk about how this combat card game is going to work, but as you can see in this screenshot, when interacting with a monster and all the other images in this document, this location is actually a location in the forest. So it seems this will be an area where there will be monsters in the forest, and I'm sure there will be more areas around the forest where there are going to be monsters as well. Also in this document you can see we have the brown spider with the red Santa hat on, and then this purple spider wearing reindeer antlers. This spider looks like it was the rough sketch of the monster Rocket Snail already posted on Twitter, so maybe there might be different monsters around the forest as well. And actually, taking a look at these cards that were posted in the Google document by Rocket Snail, it looks like these will be the monsters that we will have to battle. I presume it progresses from left as the weakest and right to the strongest. So we see the spiders with the Santa hat, then the purple monster with the reindeer antlers, these snowballs with razor sharp teeth wearing an elf hat, then what looks to be some sort of abominable snowman monster, and then this Ice King kind of looking monster. So I presume this Ice King will be the boss fight. And we have actually received a few teasers of what inside this castle will look like as well. The first image is by Rocket Snail on Twitter, and it looks really cool and kind of, icy and cold. As you can see in this room, we see the statues of those snowball monsters with the sharp teeth, so maybe this might be the room where we fight those monsters. The second image of the castle was posted by Sir Champion on Twitter. This screenshot is why I think there will be a boss fight in the castle, because as you can see there is a throne, which is probably where the Ice King will be, so that might be where we have this boss fight. Another teaser was shown on Twitter of the blue flames being animated in the room, which is really cool as well. I always love when there are animated aspects added. My predictions are we will fight these spider monsters out in the open in the forest, and then the purple monsters probably in the caves, the snowball monsters in the castle where we saw those snowball statues, and then we'll have to fight this abominable snowman maybe in another room in the castle, and then finally the Ice King final battle in the room where that throne is. So yeah, now I'm going to talk a little bit about what we know so far about the card battle engine. It's going to be a card-based game that allows our critter to battle monsters. For now it's going to be a single player, but it will eventually be multiplayer. So our critter will find monsters in the world, and when we click on the monsters we can either talk to it or fight it. If we talk to the monster, the screen will kind of darken and a close-up will appear with a dialogue box. This whole interface kind of reminds me of, like Pokemon or something, when we talk to NPCs or when you encounter a Pokemon, which is really interesting. If you click fight the monster, other critters will disappear or become transparent, and the screen will kind of center into the monster, and then a dark vignette will appear to kind of focus on the monster as well. Then the card game interface will appear, which will include our critter's player card, the monster's health, and the chicken button. Earlier on Twitter, Sir Champion posted the teaser of the card game interface, and he asked what we thought the chicken button would do, but now we know it's basically like to chicken out or run away from the battle. Our card deck will appear and the top 3 cards of the deck will be shown. For single player there won't be a timer on how long we have to choose a card, but for multiplayer there will be. We then choose our card and confirm it, and if there are multiple monsters in the battle, we will have to highlight which monster we want to apply the card to. When we confirm the card, it will activate, and then a new card will be drawn from the deck as well. So monsters will have their own deck of cards too and attack back. So this card game won't be all about health. There will be, also tokens which will indicate the status of effects that have been applied, like armor, power, and health. So tokens will stack and unstack on a critter or on monsters. So if we have a positive stack, there will be positive effects, and if there is a negative stack, then there will be negative effects. It's a little confusing at the moment, but basically, say we get poisoned, we will have like -3 health tokens, which means our health might get damaged by -3 at the end of our turn. So to stop and counter this, we need to apply +3 health tokens by making our critter drink hot chocolate. So at the end of our turn, if we have negative hearts, we will lose health by how negative the heart tokens are. If we have positive hearts at the end of our turn, we will gain health by how positive the hearts tokens are as well. If we have negative power tokens at the end of our turn, our damage dealt will be decreased. If it is positive, our damage dealt will be increased. And if we have negative armor tokens, when we receive damage, it will do more damage. If we have positive armor, then it will do less damage. And yeah, that's pretty much everything we know about this battle system coming to Box Critters. Here are the images of more cards that will be in the battle system. These are just rough sketches at the moment. It also looks like there will be some animated aspects inside the battle system, as Sir Champion posted this little animation for the spider being knocked out and being dazed. Maybe when we defeat the spider, it might be shown like that in the world or something. But yeah guys, that's going to be everything in this video. Really looking forward to this battle system and then eventually playing it with you guys in the multiplayer version. I'll be making a video of it when it comes out, so expect more uploads from me again, and I will see you in the next one.